Good morning, Steve Bedell coming to you from the Villages, Florida, on this July 5th. Another nice hot day in Florida. And I'm coming to you the first week of the month. We usually do a recap of what's happening in the villages with real estate. So we're going to take a look first at active, pending, and closed. And I'm going to note a few things and call your attention to a couple of things that I think you might be interested in as a buyer or a seller. Alrighty, so let's start with the active listings. You've got 465. We're looking at July 5th. So we're looking 465. Now you say, well, why did I mark this? You got 466, 443. We had big jumps over here, but we've kind of leveled off in this area. Well, I put that because I want you to know last year at this time there were 327 active listings. So the amount of inventory here in the villages has really ballooned. It's much bigger than it used to be a year ago. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you're a buyer, you have a lot more selection. You got a lot more properties to choose from. It also probably means that because there's more competition among the sellers, you have a stronger negotiating situation. So that's a good situation to be in if you're a buyer. And my strong skill is negotiation. I'm an investor. I've bought several investment properties. So I did want to make note of that. Let's take a look at the square foot listing. We're at $261 per square foot right there. That's been hanging in that $260 figure for some time now. I do want to remind you that that is an average in the villages. And as a rule, the further north you go, the lower that amount will be. And the further south you go, the higher that amount will be, especially when you go down the Brown and the new sections. And okay, days on the market. I did put a little yellow on that because I don't think it's anything to be concerned about, but we have been going 45 in that area. And we did take a little jump up to 57. And this again kind of emphasizes that even though if you use the tools that they use to say if you're in a buyer or a seller's market, they don't say we're in a buyer's market, but if you're talking to me, I would say the buyers have a strong position right now. And new properties on the market, 39. Now here is some good news. We got 39 new properties on the market, and we have 40 pending. Now, if we look at some past weeks, we see quite a difference. A lot more new properties coming on the market than go pending. So this is good news for sellers as things have kind of leveled off, at least for that area right there. Square foot price on the pending, 252, and that's been hanging in that 250 range for a little bit here. Days on market, 44. That's a pretty good figure, honestly. That's not too bad. Reduced. Now here we look at things that are happening. The amount of pending properties that had their price reduced from their original list price is 53%. And you can see that's been hanging in there. So over half, a little over half of the properties that go on the market reduce their price to sell. How much? Well, that varies too. We see it's been hanging around the fours, fives, and then a couple of times we just bumped right up here. So this is like 6.3% here. So that percentage is looks to be well over 5% lately. So keep that in mind when you're pricing your properties if you're a seller also. And let's look at closed properties now. We got total. We got 38 closed. Again, that's a good number there. The square foot price, 254. That's a strong price in the closed section. Days on the market, 52. That's a little high. They've been hanging in the 40s. In 1 week, we had kind of an anomaly there, 27, but I would ignore that, or 1 month from that particular week. And the reduced properties, once again, 53.5% have reduced their price, but you can see that's not as bad as some of the other months that were previous to this. And the percentage that they've decreased their price is about 4.5%, which is most of them are about in that area between 4 and 5%. Okay, All right, so that's your market report. And this is how things look the first week in July, 20 by 24. If you have any questions at all, any comments, please comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if I can help you with any way, either as a buyer or a seller in the villages, then please get in touch with me and I'll be sure to take good care of you. Okay? Okay. Until next week, we'll see you with another market report. Bye now.